Hey y'all, it's me, Comic Core, back here with another video again. And in this video, this will be my little review of the DC Universe app and how it holds up more than a year later after its initial release. And I'm here to say the DC Universe app is actually pretty decent. The wealth of content that they have is pretty impressive, since they have a lot of them ranging from the older shows like the Shazam show, the Superman series, or the 70s Wonder Woman show, to current DC originals like Doom Patrol, Titans, and even Swamp Thing. And to add to that, they have the animated films and TV shows that pretty much take up a majority of the content on the service. Since I like that medium more, it's a bigger draw for me as a fan of that. And not only DC Comics, just for like animation as a whole. I'm a fan of like animation, like under the DC umbrella and under the Cartoon Network umbrella too, and like Nickelodeon and Disney, just like all, and like, cause I watch like a whole lot of anime and stuff like that as well. So it's like I'm a huge fan of animation, but I also like DC animation too because I like DC Comics. But the unfortunate thing is that the app doesn't have a lot of shows like the CW shows, and I'm guessing it's probably due to like rights issues, but despite that, it doesn't take away from how great the app is, even without those shows. And I think it's something cool to have, even if you're a fan of the comics, movies, or even the animated stuff. And the app also has a solid comics feature that holds issues dating back from the 1960s to about May 2019. So it's about a year off or late from when DC is currently releasing. The new issues compared to the back catalog is nothing, because like you still have like with the back catalog or what they have on the service or the streaming platform already. It's pretty much a whole lot that you can get and have access to. For instance, there's the Superman, or like the Adventures of Superman, for instance, which ran from January 14th, 1987 to July 20th, 2015, if I'm correct. It's the entire run of these comics, and the DC app has about 200 issues of it, and that's available to read. And not only read, but you can download them along with like TV shows to watch and read offline. The movies haven't done it with the movies yet, but I'm guessing that eventually, like later on down the road, that they'll add the option for the movies as well. But other than that, despite that, it's a pretty great feature since there's a lot of DC titles that I want to get into, and so far I read Batman Hush. I read a part of the 90s Young Justice run, which is a personal favorite of mine. But there is one problem I have with the service, and it's pretty much with the casting. So, for example, let's say you're sifting through a bunch of movies and you find one you want to watch. You have to be on the home screen to cast a movie or television show you want to watch. Unlike Netflix and Hulu, where you can cast wherever you like, whether you're on the description page for a movie or a television show, or you're watching a television show and let's say you accidentally stop the cast, or the casting stops, and you want to get back to watching that show on your TV screen, you can go back to the movie and hit that cast button, and it'll pop up once you connect to your TV. So, but the thing is that the DC app doesn't have that. Pretty much, if you find something you want to watch, you have to go back to the home screen to cast the app to your TV by pressing the cast button, then go back to the movie or television show you chose and press play. It's a small gripe, but one I would have thought that DC had or should have fixed a year and a half later after its initial launch. But other than that, the DC Universe app is pretty good. I understand that they can't get some shows on their streaming service, but what they have already is enough for me, and I'm pretty good with that. But there is also some concern for me knowing that the HBO Max streaming service comes out in like less than a month. And I'm excited for that and to see like the DCU movies, and I'm hoping that the service doesn't go cheap on the animation stuff. I know that we're going to get Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and the whole back catalog of animated TV shows from the Hanna-Barbera days, but I hope that they actually put all the Cartoon Network shows on there as well, like the old stuff and the new stuff. Adventure Time Distant Lands gives me hope that they are, but I haven't seen a lot from any like press stuff that actually hints to the fact that they might try to push something like that when it comes to providing Cartoon Network shows on the service, like Steven Universe, Ed, and Eddie, and the Powerpuff Girls, or even Captain Laszlo, just to name a few. But I'm hoping that they do it, or like they go through with it, just put everything on there and just so I can have access to like all the shows that I used to watch and grew up with, like with Disney Plus, which is a great service too. They have a whole back catalog of like old shows from like Darkwing Duck, the Gargoyles. So hopefully that I know y'all getting tired of me saying hopefully, but I really do. I want all this stuff on the streaming service, and I mean because it's a higher quality streaming service, so you will be a fool not to go for the crowd that likes Warner Brothers movies and like Warner Brothers TV shows and like HBO stuff and like the live action stuff, and not really like push the animated stuff. Or it's just that's just what I want. That's just what I want to see, and hopefully they will do it. I don't know how bad I want this. I'm just saying. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I want to know what you guys think about this, or like the DC Universe app, and like what's been your experience with the app, and like what do you think is going to happen in the future with like the DC with like HBO Max coming around and stirring up in like less than a month away. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.